What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today, we're going to tell y'all a juicy story. Not really, but okay. Okay, it's about her, basically. Wait, where's my hand? Her. And this is a very... I was like a bodyguard in this story, so I was like fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Just imagine this. My mom, best mom in the whole world, took me and her to Splash in a Burrow the week before school started. Just to like, okay, so last week of summer, y'all need to do something fun. We're like, heck yeah, Mom.
Let's
Okay.
go.
So then we went to the, we was there like right after lunch. It was like 5 minutes we'd been there. We went to the mat slide. There's like a big mat slide. There's like 5 slides on it together. And then you can just go like 5 people at a time. It's like really tall. So we were in line, right? It was like 10 people in front of us. Not that many people in front of us. And there was just 2 guys right behind us. And the guy put his mat in between me and Angel. I'm like,
Alan was like covering his face and Carson's face.
And
I didn't know what was happening. Okay, my thoughts on what was going on, I thought like for real, like dead honest, I thought like he was telling him something like a bro joke or something. Heck, I don't know. I was just like, so then Carson just kind of looked at me. I was like, so I kind of laughed. I was like, what's going on? And then
so let's just try to do something. Was it A, he tried to tell me a joke? Was it B, he wanted to tell me something about Angela? Or was it C, he knew me from somewhere else? Go and guess. Put it down in the comments. A, B, or C.
Oh wait.
Okay. So, we gave y'all enough time. Answer it. Alright. So, if you haven't already commented, this is about to be spoiled. So, the answer was B. He told me something about Angela. And, he said, hey, bro. I said, yeah. He said, my bro here? I said, yeah. He said, he wants your sister. I said, bro, what? And, I said, first of all, she's my cousin. Second of all, she's 11. And according to my eyesight, that dude's like 15. And he said, yeah, he's about to turn 15, so that's not going to work out. I said, nah, dude. I said, bro. She's 11, so like, leave us alone. He's like, alright. So that was like the worst mistake I ever seen in my life. But anyways, we got on the slide. I told you there's 5 parts of the slide. So we were the first 2. And they were right beside us.
Yeah, they were like right
I was
beside
on
Carson.
the end, and then Angel was right there. And then the guy that wanted Angel was right beside her.
Me. And I didn't even know that.
And he kept looking at Angel. Angel's like,
I was like, I didn't know what was going on. I had no idea that was going on. I had no idea that he told him that. So I was just, because I saw like his whole head was turned looking at me. And I just was glancing. I was like, hey.
Dude. Okay, so we got down the slide anyways. So we got down the slide. And they were like right behind us. And then what did I do?
Like he started walking fast and like grabbed my wrist. I was like, dude, what are you doing?
I was fixing my shirt or something. And then I said, Angela, come here. And then they got in front of us. And I told Angela the whole thing everybody told me. And she was like, what?
I was like, this happens too much.
I said, I can't take you nowhere. Jeez.
He said, my God, Angela. I said, what? And he said, you know what he just told me? I was like, because this happens way too much. Because, like, a little bit of backstory, like, the week before, I was at the mall, and, like, the same thing happened. And so it was like with a whole nother dude. And he took a picture of me, and I posted the picture, and he was like shocked because I saw him. He wasn't sneaky at all. He just got his phone, was like that. And I just went, he started laughing. And I was like, and then my mama told me to stop messing with boys. Like, she's like, you know you don't want to date them, so stop messing with them. I was like, okay.
Anyways, we got them in front of us, and we didn't see them anymore. And then, so we just went to the lazy river, because that's our second favorite thing there. Yeah. And then, we got in the lazy river. I just glanced in front of me for a second. You know what? They're right in front of us.
No. There was a whole group of people in front of us. And then, when I was in front of you, because we were doing a little buddy system where we was holding on to each other's floaties, so we went and drifted off of it and away from each other. I can't talk. And he said, dude. He said, go fast. Because, like, I was kind of walking.
And so, I was just, like, pushing her while the current was coming with us. And then I just, like, lost my tube, and I just started booking it down the side.
And I said, what? He said, they're right behind us. I said, who? He said, the dude that said you were fine. I wanted you. I was like... And then, like, when we got up, there was, like, a whole big group of, like, guys in front of us. Like, they took up the whole space of the lazy river. So, like, we couldn't get through them. And the dude, it was the one that said he wanted me or whatever. He, like, came by me. And when he came by me, he, like, touched my shoulder. I just stopped and looked at him. And he, like, kind of turned back and was smiling. I was like, no. And then he told something to the other dudes. I don't know what he said or anything. And then, so then there was, like, finally an open space in between the people. So he was like, okay, let's go. We're going. So we got out the lazy river. We started walking. Like, so we kept on looking behind us. And, like, the first, like, 5 times I looked behind us, like, nobody was behind us. So then I looked again, and they were behind us. Once again, I was like, what the heck? So then we went on the slides.
Again?
No, the other ones.
Oh, yeah.
So then...
The whole time we were there, we were just trying to get away from them.
Yeah, we were just trying to get away from them. And then...
And there was these other slides, too, that we went on. And, there was, like, this little railing. And they had, like, a whole bunch of people there. Like, 20 people.
Like...
And they were all, the same age. And they were just in a crowd. And I looked closely... And it was them two in the whole big crowd.
And they were with them. And, like, they had
and
backpacks
they kept pointing on. And they kept pointing at us.
Yeah, because we were, like, up there, like, where you could see us, like, because there was, like, a grassland. And, like, where you could put your stuff in all and sit down your stuff. That's where all their stuff was at. And then we were up there on the slides waiting. And I was just drifting off. And then, like, we saw them pointing at us. And, like... One of them was biting their nails and, like, smiling and, like, all that. And I was like, what the heck is going on?
So we just, like, tried to dodge some people, get in front of the line so they can't stop looking at us, which is the worst mistake of our lives.
Because we started getting fussed at, like, hey, dude.
And then we finally got down the slide, and then they started following us again.
So then
we went back to the lazy river, got 2 tubes, put it over her head. So then nobody could see her. And then I was just like, and I just had my tube and all that. I was going by myself and I was just like carrying tubes with me when I was hurting them.
And then the lifeguard was like, hey, you can't have 2 floats.
So I just take one and I just like put it behind her.
And then she was like, oh, you have no, but you still can't have 2 floats. And I was like, okay. So then...
When we got past her, I just took my float off and put it on her, and so it was the
Yeah. So then, I turned around, and I picked that little thing in between the 2 tubes, and they were, like, far behind us. I said, Carson, and the next stop, we're getting out, and we're going, and we're like, let's go to the wave pool or something. So he was like, okay. Okay, apparently they saw us get out, but they were, like, too far from us to, like, get closer to us. So, like, we started walking really fast, and, we were like speed walking because we can't run because we're gonna be like, hey, walking.
Yeah, we were speed walking, and then I looked behind us, and then they were like looking everywhere.
So then we were like, here, take this turn, and then we'll take another turn and we'll go to the wave pool. I was like, okay. So then we got to the wave pool. We was like, you know, this is actually kind of funny. It's like we're playing hide and seek or something. I was like, yeah, if you think about it, it is kind of like that. And then I said, and then we had this bright idea to be like, you know, it would be really funny if I just turned around and winked at him and smiled and just kept on going, like ignored him for the rest of the thing. But then we didn't see him anymore. So I was like, okay, I guess we lost him. And whatever. So then we went back to the slides, and they were in that same grassland, and he was sitting on his phone, and he was biting his nails, and he was talking to like 5 other guys. And then like we got off the slides and they weren't there. So I was like, okay, they left. We're good. And then we just like, we were in the wave pool for like the rest of the...
Yeah, we were in there for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
That was fun though.
And then they started playing
and then we went back to the lazy river, and we saw them all leave, and we're like, thank God.
Yeah. But then we were like...
And they were like, oh.
I was like, you know what, Carson, I should have winked at him when I had the chance.
And so, yeah, that was our story about getting stalked at a water park.
That's always fun. If you want more stories like this, make sure to comment down below.
Like this video.
And subscribe.
And we'll see y'all with the next video.
Bye.
Peace.
We gotta go.